So in part 3 of our Madden Player's Dilemma, which focuses on which system the current gen guys that are still playing Madden 25 on the Xbox 360 or on the PlayStation 3 should get when it comes to Madden 15 if they do plan on going to next gen. So basically, we're going to go through all my favorite features for each system, and then you get to decide which system suits yourself best. So today we're going to take a look at the benefits of CFM on the Xbox One and the benefits of CFM on the PlayStation 4. So we're going to start with the Xbox One first. Now, one of the biggest things now, of course, in next gen is streaming, and we are going to look at that closely in a future video. But when it pertains to CFM directly, one of the things I love about the Xbox One is that unlike the PlayStation 4, you actually get a notification that pops up on your screen, just like in the old days on the 360 when a user would come online. If somebody broadcasts, it'll pop up saying so-and-so is now broadcasting. I love that for leagues because, you know, a lot of the times I like to watch other people play. And, you know, not everybody streams when it comes to league, but, you know, for those few people that will stream all of their league games, it's great to know when that game started. So that's one of the things I love about the Xbox One over the PlayStation 4. The other thing is that the PlayStation 4 doesn't actually notify you when a friend comes online. So if I'm waiting for a game and I'm just kind of sitting around, maybe I'm playing on my computer, maybe I'm watching Netflix or something like that, and I'm wondering, like, man, when's this dude going to come around? He said he was going to be on at 6 o'clock, and he hasn't shown up yet, and I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. On the Xbox One, it's going to notify you when your friend is online, so when your opponent is online. It does not do that on the PlayStation 4. Now, that's it for the Xbox One. Now, there is going to be other features later on in the series that benefit CFM, so stay tuned to the channel for those coming soon. It's just going to be other things that I'm going to focus on more directly and then mention, oh, by the way, this is also great for CFM as well. So what I'm going to do real quickly is I'm going to switch over to the PlayStation 4 and we're going to look at the features that I like for that when it comes to CFM. So just give me 10 seconds. Okie doke. So now we are on the PlayStation 4. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to look at is actually league-wide messages. Now, unlike the Xbox One, where on the Xbox, basically you send someone a message and that's it. It's an interaction between you and one person. And that's great if you want to talk trade just directly with one person, but one of the things I really like about the PlayStation 4 when it comes to messages is you can kind of post in the league chat, hey, you know, so-and-so is on the block, and then people will see that. They'll either talk to you directly in the chat or they can send you a private message and you guys can discuss trade. So I love that. So as you can see here, I'm not currently in any league, but here's an example right here. So I made a thread for thegamerslab.com, and as you can see over here on the right, it's everybody that I sent a message to. There was a lot more than 50. As you can see, they left here. And we go up and we see that, what is it here? Okay, so for instance, you know, Canon Tech, it didn't work, blah, blah, blah. He's telling them how to watch the YouTube video that I posted. Young Swag says, thanks for the tip. He's labbing it now. So let's just say that this is a league, right? All these people over here, I can click on so-and-so's name. I can go over here, I can send him a private message or whatever. Basically, all the league members are right here at your disposal. You don't even need to have the game open. And it's just ongoing. As you can see, a lot of these messages go all the way back to like a long time ago. So I love that. I mean, today it's June 22nd, and it's still showing a message from, what is that, January, February, March, April 18th. So really like that. And then as you can see, I've got messages here that go all the way back to early dates as well. So I love that. And, you know, these are just individual messages. But then as you can see here, there's 13 people in this one, and there's 50 people in that one. So definitely love that feature. It's basically a great way to communicate with the entire league. I was in one league where we had a mandatory chat, essentially, where you had to be in the thread if you were in the league. So if they had an advance time, they would just post a message in that thread, knowing that all 32 users would see it. Everyone knows when advance is. It's a great way to pop on and say, hey, I'm online waiting for so-and-so and he's not here. So, in the old days on the 360 or the PlayStation 4, if you were waiting for someone, you could wait there for a long time and nobody really knew if you were. But you post it in the chat for everybody to see, and now if the other person doesn't come in there and respond, you know that they're kind of ducking you or they haven't been around, right? Because you know that that message is going to be there for everybody to see. So if I play the Bengals and I'm like, let's say on the 360, I tell the commissioner, oh, I messaged Buddy a long time ago and he didn't respond. And then Buddy goes, you didn't message me, man. What are you talking about? Well, here on the PlayStation 4, if you post it in the chat for everybody to see, the commissioner knows that he saw it and he knows that that other person saw it. He can't deny it. So that is a great feature. The next one is we can see who friends are playing in CFM games. So this is a big one for me because sometimes I like to kind of see if there's other leagues. I kind of like to get an idea if somebody's doing well. I really like to follow other people's games, kind of the progress that they're making. So maybe, okay, so unfortunately here, nobody online. I mean, it is actually early in the morning here, so nobody's really playing a game right now. But let's just say that I go over here, okay, and he's in a game. I can come down to this Madden 25, and down in the bottom right corner of this little box here on the Madden 25, it'll say Join Session. And let's see here. Is there actually anybody? See, unfortunately, this guy played against the computer. So here it says Connect to Franchise versus the Buccaneers. So if I come down here and the game is currently going on, I'm going to know whether he's playing the computer or whether he's playing a user. If he was playing the computer, it's going to show just like you see right here. There's not going to say Join Session in the bottom right corner. If he was playing against a user, I can now click on this. It would bring me in and it would show me the exact user that he's playing. So I absolutely love that feature as a guy that kind of likes to follow along with how people are doing in other leagues. Maybe somebody's playing somebody that I know. I just kind of want to go check it out. Even with ranked games, if you kind of, let's say that somebody's playing a ranked game and you want to, hey, is he playing somebody that I know? So you click on his name, you go down here, and it's going to show the opponent that they're playing in that game. So I do like that a lot. The other thing that I like for a CFM is that you cannot appear offline. So if, let's just say, I got to play Bronco, right? And Bronco's the kind of guy that he likes to play Call of Duty when he knows that he's got a league game coming up. And so Bronco just decides on the Xbox One, you know what, I'm going to appear offline and I'm going to be in Call of Duty and nobody's going to know whether or not I'm online or not. On the PlayStation 4, if you want to play your games that you're playing and everything on that gamer tag, then you have to appear online. There is no hiding. So I love that feature. Now, there was somebody, I'm going to give a shout out to Citizen Chad. I'm pretty sure he was going to be watching this video. One of the things that he told me is that you can see who your opponent is, if your opponent's online or not, whether they're invisible. I disagree with that. I've tested this many times before. If somebody is in the actual connected franchise, if they are in that particular league, it will show them as online. If they're playing Call of Duty and they're appearing offline, it's not going to say that they're in Madden. So, however you believe that worked, in my experience, I tested this out. I can't say for sure in Madden 25, but in Madden 13 it did not work that way. So I really like the fact that you can't appear offline for the PlayStation 4. The other thing I really like, and we can go to the notifications here, is that anytime, let's just say that I really kind of want to talk trade with someone, or I'm curious if there's somebody that I want to talk to, and maybe he's on Netflix, maybe he's in a different game or something like that, it's not going to tell me that he loaded up Madden like the beacons did on the Xbox 360. What it is going to show me, though, sometimes is if my friend has joined a party. So I want to talk to him, whatever, I see, oh, Bronco has now joined a party. Well, it's like, okay, now I can go in, put my headset on, go and talk to him. So I do like that. It's not a huge thing, but it is something that's pretty nice to go along with being able to communicate with someone. Now the other thing that this is kind of this is a 50-50 one. Now one of the things, so say for me, okay, I'm Mr. Smitty. Everybody knows that. There's a lot of people out there because of the success of this YouTube channel that knows me by my gamer tag. And sometimes I want to play in leagues to be able to lab stuff, and sometimes I want to play against higher level players that aren't going to have a problem with me joining the league. But then sometimes I'm going to want to play against lesser skilled players just because I want to lab and I don't want to have to worry about being competitive or anything like that. I just want to practice stuff out. Well, they don't want Smitty in their league. They're like, oh, you're a cheeser, you're this, you're that, or you're too good. I know myself, I'm the kind of guy that follows rules. So to get away from that kind of stigma and to be able to potentially play in a league, you can add extra gamer tags free of charge on the PlayStation Plus. So, as you see here, I am logged in as Mr. Smith. So Mr. Smitty 26 is my gamer tag. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to switch user. Now I created all these extra users just to show you guys. I didn't really need them. I only have two. Mr. Smitty 26, which is Mr. Smith, and Smitty Stream. So when I stream, this is the gamer tag that I use. When I play all my other stuff, this is the gamer tag that I use. I can load up any of these gamer tags, add friends, a whole new friends list, all this kind of stuff, and I can now join a league under a name that people don't recognize me by. That's a benefit for me personally. The downside to that is that, and this is a big downside, is that I could join a league as Mr. Smith, but then I could create this gamer tag and I could now join the same league under this gamer tag and make trades with myself and do all sorts of cheesy stuff, which isn't good. Someone like me, I know that I'm never going to do anything like that ever. I'm just going to be legit. I just kind of want to be able to play and not have people down my neck calling me a cheeser or even just bugging me or whatever, you know, so I can join and play no problem. So it is a big issue, but as you can see here, I've paid for one PlayStation Plus account and I've been able to create 5 different gamer tags. Now, there is a good thing about this, okay? So for example, so what I'm going to do is there is a way to be able to tell if someone's playing on 2 profiles. So I'm going to go over that now. There's a way to get around it, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to give away that information. But for example, let's just say that I believe that Blackout is on 2 gamer tags and he's playing in the league twice, he's making trades with himself. Basically, if he's in a game against an opponent, and as I told you when you come down over here to this, if it says join session, you can go in and see his opponent. If one of the 2 people in that game has an extra gamer tag on their system, when you click on join session, instead of showing 2 players, it's going to show 3 or 4 or whatever, however many gamer tags they have. And you're going to see those gamer tags. So it is a way for a commissioner to go about catching people that are using that. For my knowledge though, almost nobody comes to this here and clicks on join session. This is one of the features that I really like about it because I'm the kind of person that's very interested in the results of other people's matchups. I don't really care about my own results. I lab for the most part, but I love seeing what's so-and-so doing, or maybe my buddy Chris is playing a game and I want to see if he's losing to someone good, if he's losing to a bum so I can kind of make fun of him, you know, all that kind of stuff. So just a couple little hidden things that I really like about the PlayStation 4. Like I said, the free gamer tags that's a bit of a catch-22 on that one. I know for a guy like myself, it's very useful knowing that I'm going to use it properly, but it can be abused and it can be a negative thing. On the Xbox One, if you want to join a league under 2 gamer tags, you're going to have to pay for that Xbox Live service twice. And, you know, obviously a league's going to go more than a month, so it's going to cost you more than the monthly fee. So, anyway, those are some things that I really like about the PlayStation 4. So there's two of them for the Xbox One, and those are two good ones: notification when streaming and notification when a friend is online. So those are two big ones. For the PlayStation 4, again, it's league-wide messages, seeing who friends are playing in CFM games, the fact that you can't appear offline and hide, notify you when friends join a party, not a huge one, but still there, and free extra gamer tags. So they're pretty close. It just depends on what you prefer. So hope you guys have been enjoying these podcasts here where I'm just going off on all the different features that I believe that are beneficial to Madden players, people that play Madden regardless of any other game that they play. Madden's your game. Which system do you want to get? I'm just going to tell you the things that I like on each system. You got to make the decision as to which of those features benefit you, which ones you care about, which ones you don't care about, and that's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Tell your friends. Check out my Twitter. Check out the Gamers Lab Twitter. Check out thegamerslab.com. Do all that stuff. Madden 15 is just around the corner, so when you get your next gen system, we want to make sure that you're all set up and following us and doing everything that you can to get better at the game. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.